Junior Appalachian Musicians presents Bridging the Gap series. First a jam kid, now a teacher. In this episode, we are going to learn about two young musicians who got their start in a jam program, and now they're teachers. Can you tell us a little bit about yourselves?
All right. Well, my name is Luke Morris. I'm 21 years old, and I started playing music actually in the Galax Jam program. That's really what got me involved in traditional music. And not long after I came out of the program and aged out, I actually started helping out with the program and became a teacher in about 2015 and taught for several years with the Galax Jam program.
Hi, my name is Sophia Puckett. I'm 17 years old, and I first got involved with the jam program at around third grade, so about 8 years old.
Knowing that Galax, Virginia is the world's capital of traditional music, I'm curious to see how you were exposed to old time and bluegrass before the Galax Jam program.
I think growing up in Galax, I was always surrounded by it, and my parents always took us to the Fiddlers Convention, and always had bluegrass music, like playing on CD player and stuff growing up. But uh, I'd gotten into music probably a year or two before I started jamming. I'd started playing guitar, but I just had never put like the two and two together. I'd never tried playing traditional music, and it wasn't until jam that I really like developed a passion for that, I think.
Actually, hadn't had any specific reason for joining. I had just found an advertisement for the jam program in the newspaper, and I had always wanted to play banjo, so I was like, might as well go ahead and just try it. But living so close to the Galax Fiddlers Convention, like we were there all the time. We went every single year, and I got to listen to everybody play. Our main reason for going to the Fiddlers competition was to see the youth play. That was my grandparents' favorite thing, and so that's what we always watched.
Can you tell us what it was like to become a teacher while you were still in high school yourself?
First, I was a teacher assistant, and I was actually just basically just like helping kids tune instruments and just helping out in classes that had too many students at one time. So just kind of going around. I think I did that for maybe it was either 2 or 3 semesters before I was became a full teacher.
It wasn't really like an ask, it was kind of like a natural thing. Like I had been helping in the class anyways, so I kind of just flowed into the teacher position. In the mandolin class, it wasn't hard because I already knew everyone in there. I was friends with everyone. So being able to help them learn and things, it wasn't as hard. But like, for example, banjo, I took someone who had been playing mandolin and had never played banjo before. It was difficult at first to figure out how to teach such a beginner, but once I got into the groove of it, it was much easier. It has definitely helped me to become better because I focus more on things like technique and the basics. Like I've gone back and make sure that those are perfect.
Now, I imagine it has been really interesting working with kids close to your age. What was that like?
'Cause it's easy to just talk about the music and learn the tunes, but I think the goal was always to make it fun for the kids, and that took me some time to kind of figure out how to get other people as excited about the music, as I was. I do feel like when I was first starting out with the Galax Jam that the kids definitely felt comfortable around me, and I don't know if they felt as comfortable around the older musicians or if it maybe just took more time for the older musicians to kind of develop that like trust and that relationship.
Like most of the kids are very close to my age, like maybe only up to at most 5 years difference, maybe 6 years difference. And so knowing the things that they enjoy, what kind of songs they like to listen to, I can help them relate it into the songs that we play at Jam.
Well, thinking back on it, it's pretty cool how much jam might have played a role in your lives. Let's talk about that.
Been thinking about being a elementary school or a middle school teacher and even teaching music lessons that helped me to realize like how to reach out to a kid, get them to want to learn about things. Like being a teacher in jam and learning in a group setting and teaching in a group setting has better prepared me to be a teacher when I get older.
Definitely.
Growing up in this area, I mean, there's just such a rich like tradition of string band music and bluegrass music, and it's something that if we don't pass down, it could definitely, it could sort of dwindle off, and yeah, I think it's just it's something that I'm passionate about and something that I care really deeply about, and it's just something that I want to share, and I want people to see this music and see all these musicians that came before them and just get excited about it and just hopefully send it off into the next generation because again I'm just so passionate about it and love it so much.
Over the last 20 years, so many young musicians have come out of jam programs and started their teaching careers early. I hope you've enjoyed listening to Sophia and Luke as they talk about how fun that process has been and how great it is to pass along the traditions to the next generation. This project is made possible by a grant from the Blue Ridge National Heritage Area Partnership.